de facto pterodactyl when I micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax. You're free to see what that's like. And that's why we...
What up, gang? Ian Anderson and Corey Merle from Central Coast Disc Golf. We're out at the 2017 Glassblowing Open, Corey, kicking it off out at Olpe Lake.
Man, I never thought I'd be back at Kansas after Worlds, but here I am, Ian.
Yeah.
Eagle Disc Golf Course at Olpe Lake. It's a private property, absolutely massive course. It is very long.
Yeah, it's a fun course to watch. I don't know if I want to play it myself. I like my discs.
No casual rounds on it for me.
Not so much. But anyway, guys, let's watch some disc golf. Really a beautiful course out here, Corey.
It really is. A lot of greens, a lot of water in play. It's
Yep.
a lot of scenic shots, though.
Yeah, a lot of really scary shots, too.
Absolutely.
We're starting off our day with an island hole. See how you're feeling. You're going to find out real quick.
Yeah, a little toughy. I mean, it's 360 feet, but it does play a little bit shorter than that. It's downhill, and it's really just kind of right in front of your face. Just got to stick to landing.
Yeah, good backstop, too. So.
Absolutely. They put up that fence to really Okay, they put up that fence for that.
Yeah, Cam Todd found it, and looks like that'll work for a good birdie look. Paul McBeth, I'm pretty sure he's throwing a McPro Rock 3 right there.
Yeah, it looks to me to be it, that orange one that he has.
Right on line.
That'll work, man. Just a little downhill putt.
Kale Leiviska, I believe this is his beefy M4, as he put it.
Wow, beefy M4. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I would argue for the nicest guy in disc golf.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
Huge Kale fan.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of that shot as well.
Absolutely. Park job.
Yeah. Here we got EMAC.
Oh, of DD fame. It only makes sense that he'd be playing this card. Not the start he's looking for.
No.
Gonna have to go to that drop zone, unfortunately.
Not how our 210 world champ is hoping to start his day, but should be able to get up and down from the drop zone with that.
Yeah, anything that's on the green, nice putt by Cam there. Anything that's on that green, you're really right in putting distance.
Yeah. Okay, converts the 4 at least.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good save. Out of the drop zone, things can get a little hairy. It's definitely not a gimme up and down. Paul. Was not expecting that.
Yeah, no, not at all, man.
Yeah.
I counted that one already.
He'll look to get back on track. These first two holes, they're not the shortest holes on the course, but they, I believe, are 2 of the 3 shortest holes.
Yeah, they're muskets.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pretty easy downhill shots, just basic hyzers. I guess the only really big scary thing about it too is the hanging basket here we're looking at.
Absolutely, really. You're hoping to just park it right on those little yellow wooden. Looks like a target from the tee, but kind of that tiered system right there. The only, if you throw it in there and hit those that yellow wood, it could skip long ways.
Yeah. Cam Todd playing a little soft hyzer, Corey, coming at you.
Aiming for me.
Yep. Let's a tester putt with that hanging basket.
Definitely. I think he was hoping for a hyzer finish a little bit more.
Looks like Kale's going to get more hyzer finish than he wanted, though.
Yeah, maybe somewhere right in the middle. A little Goldilocks shot.
Yeah. McBeast. I think that's a Rock 3X.
Oh, Rock X3?
Yeah.
Oh, he threw that one a lot out there today. Looked like he was liking it.
Yeah, for sure. EMAC is ripping out a Lucid Slammer right here.
It looked beautiful, man. I walked over it just to get a look at it, and it just looks pretty, man.
Perfect disc selection for that hole, too.
Absolutely. That overstable putting approach. Ooh, giving it a go, Kale.
Yeah, that was a test. I didn't know if he was going to run that one or not with that elevated basket.
Almost puts it in, too. Yeah, the elevated basket really puts the fear in you from that 30 to 40-foot range.
Paul with a nice bird.
Yeah, that'll play. Again, these are must-gets compared to, really the teeth that the rest of this course has.
Yeah, great drive by EMAC as well right there. Really nice. Taking us on to hole 3. I really like this hole a lot, Corey. It's fun. It's different than the rest of the course a little bit. It's got some cool shapes you can make here.
Definitely. I might say it's my favorite hole in the course. You're weaving through these trees for the first maybe 350 or 60 feet, and then it has this very deep, surprisingly wide little ravine here that you got to navigate over.
You can't see this one from the tee either.
No,
yeah,
it looks like it's just a nice, clean shot. Maybe it's a little creek, but you get up there, and it's like a good 30, 40 feet long.
Yeah. McBeth just pipes it right up the middle.
I can't imagine a more well-played shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally money. EMAC is ripping out an elusive EMAC Truth right here.
Ooh.
He put some stank on that one.
That thing was just, again, that was just controlled right up the middle.
Yeah, they're having to disc down so they don't go into that.
Absolutely, yeah. McBeth threw that T-bird 3, and I really think that's the shot here. That kind of more stable fairway. Oh, no.
Cam Todd leaked just too far right.
Yeah, there's that OB lining the left and right of the fairway. It really does play tight up there.
Yeah. It looks like Kale's throwing that M4 again.
Yeah, that's a great shot. It's not quite as far as those other guys, but really, whether you're here or another 50 feet closer, it's a similar shot.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
You're just kind of pitching up.
Kale just throws a nice little upshot with the PA3 right there.
Yeah, it was tasty.
Getting real close. We got Cam Todd with the Annie.
No. Oh, goodness. He's not happy.
He got iron leafed right there.
That was maybe an iron branch to be fair, but
that's a
not ideal.
No, tough way to start your day here a little bit.
Is he giving it a go?
I don't think so.
It's kind of like a jump putt.
Yeah,
he
and EMAC with some nice upshots here. And I believe this is Cam throwing
5.
Yeah.
Ouch.
2 big strokes will catch up to you in a hurry. EMAC with the birdie 3. Paul following. Is that an Adidas in the back of his head? It is, right?
I think it is.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. That's pretty flashy.
That's something right there. Dig it, man.
Oh, man. I mean, this hole at 480 feet, you'd think it is doable, but that creek in the middle, it just really gets in your head. There's no way to really attack the green.
Yeah, It takes that risk reward and it makes you lay up.
Yeah.
Yep. Paul's starting off pretty good along with Kale. EMAC just won back of that. Cam slipping up a little bit there, but tons of golf left, and he's a great golfer.
Absolutely.
Hole 4, par 3, 510. You think it's reachable, Corey, but it's so dangerous. Do you try?
I mean, you have to have absolutely monstrous arm. You got to be like an Simon, Eagle, Paul, in that family of backhands. It's like you said, 510 feet. OB right side along those posts, and if you go up onto this little hill, it's OB on the top of that too.
Yeah, the lake's over there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's natural OB.
Paul throwing the start destroyer right there.
Oh wow, that was a nice little controlled distance shot. He wasn't really trying to bite off too much, I don't think.
Yeah, EMAC's throwing the Bio Defender.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're liking these distance drivers on
overstable.
Yeah, but just not really giving them a full rip.
Kale Leiviska.
Yeah, again, nice little just a controlled drive. I mean, there's no sense putting too much stank. You only have maybe 40 feet to work with down by the pin, width-wise.
Yeah, that was his Core Series D2 for the record.
Okay.
Yeah, he was ripping that one all day.
D2, yeah, that's their big overstable distance driver, right?
Yeah, they got the D1's a little more stable, but yeah.
Okay.
It goes pretty good. Cam Todd, after a solid drive, upping it pretty well.
Yeah, that's a great shot. He's smooth, man. He's just so good at those up shots.
Yeah.
This is Paul with that AVR 3 I've seen him throwing lately.
That's right, yeah.
I love it.
He's digging on it.
Trying to replace that P2, huh?
EMAC. Throwing that lucid slammer again.
Yeah, it really is a relatively safe upshot. With that hill on the left side, you can kind of just bury it into the bottom and just let it work out.
Yep, like Kale does right there with his
Almost
PA3.
sneaking it in.
He did, didn't he? Cam with a good putt right there, making the 3. Paul can do the same. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, it was a little far away, but was there ever a moment you thought he wouldn't make it?
He got some oomph on that straddle,
Yeah.
man. Dude, that thing was jamming. EMAC also cars the 3 along with Kale. A little par star, which is kind of to be expected unless somebody thinks they're going feeling a little crazy, a little saucy.
Yeah, if somebody wants to go full Jennifer Allen on it or something.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, depending on which order you watch these.
Very true.
Yep. We got Paul still hanging around with Kale. And we're on to hole 5, and we played a practice round, Corey, and I didn't throw this one.
I skipped it, Ian.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is called a guaranteed lose your disc if you're like 950 or lower.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's 330, but I swear it plays like 360. It's often into a headwind, it seems like. I don't know. It's
Absolutely.
a deceiving shot.
Exactly. You're staring right at it,
Yeah.
and no part of me is confident I'm going to get it on there.
Nah. Paul McBeth, on the other hand.
Quite confident.
Yep. He got it there. Emac. Throwing the Sheriff.
Oh, Sheriff. Interesting.
Yeah.
Paige Pierce is throwing that a lot at Memorial. She really likes that, too.
Yeah. People are digging that Sheriff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Kale hucking it up there.
Looking a little shorty, and no. That's the danger, really. I mean, you're working with a 40-foot long landing zone. There is a little bit of room left to right, so if you can get it in that 40 feet, oh no.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Yep.
That's, that is to be expected on a hole like this. Like 2 out of 4 going in the water, that's not shocking.
No, not at all. There's some layups from the drop zone. There's Emac with the birdie. Paul does the same.
Thank you.
Now I can't stop looking at the Adidas, man.
I think it's missing a line, though, man. I don't know.
All right, well, we'll call it the Tiger Stripes instead.
Yeah. Kale got a pitch in for the 4. Paul getting some strokes on Kale right here.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great 2. Only 330 feet, like you said, but, I mean, it's just such a precise shot.
Mm-hmm.
Onto that rocky green, too. I can't be understated enough. That's like pretty much just like a pile of rocks that you're throwing onto.
We are on to hole 6, guys. 550 feet, slightly uphill. The wind kind of favored a big ante today, but I've seen people play. There's a really safe hyzer line as well.
Definitely.
But the ante was pretty safe today, so we'll see a lot of those. And then the basket's tucked up in these trees. Got this funny little fence behind it thing if you go long. It's not OB, but you're kind of hosed if you're back there.
Yeah, this course tends to really like those pallet backstops. You're going to see them kind of reoccurring theme here. 553 or 50 feet and an air quote par 3.
Yeah.
That's the best shot you're going to see all day on it.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, he's 30 feet out.
Oh, my goodness.
Pretty gross. Emac throwing the Sheriff. Oh, I'm sorry, that last one was an enforcer. This one was a Sheriff. Gonna fade early, Corey.
Yeah, and definitely not the worst thing that could happen.
No.
It's totally safe over there, and it does set you up with a pretty routine hyzer upshot.
Yep. Looks like Kale's throwing that D2 again.
Yeah, kind of doing that same fade-out flex line that Eric just threw, but again, totally safe, totally fine.
Easy up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Todd.
He's letting it loose.
Yeah, he was throwing bosses all day. I don't know if this is a boss, but it's kind of flying like one.
Yeah, totally. Kind of got that big flexy distance look.
Yeah. And he's in the casual water, so no stroke, but he's going to move back out of the mud.
Very true. That should be noted. It is casual.
Yep. Kale with his second shot. Just try and pitch it close and take that easy 3.
Yeah, you have to navigate these trees. Oh, wow, what a kick.
That's how you navigate those trees, man.
Yep. Yeah, you do have to navigate these trees at the end. And it can set you up with a tricky putt. You can give you like a good 20, 25 foot and kind of have a straddle around type of deal.
Yeah, you definitely want to err on the side of going short, though. Oh, Emac lucky to get a stop there.
Yeah, that was very forgiving. If
Yeah.
that was, an inch or 2 off the ground, that's going through.
We could hear that sound from back where he was throwing.
Oh, really? Just
throwing.
pop off?
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a good sound.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of faded out a little bit for Cam right there, but he should be able to make that putt. And here is Paul for the 2. Getting a stroke in the field most likely, or very close to it. Oh, just short.
Man, that tailwind just dropped it a little bit at the end off the top of that basket.
He wanted that one.
Mm-hmm.
Emac makes a good putt. Cam straddling around a little tree you can't see, but it's nothing too wild.
Yeah, just kind of a adjust your footing type of deal.
Yeah. We got 3 world champs on this card.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, Cam,
Eric,
and Paul.
Yeah.
Come on, Kale, get it together.
All right. This is the former champions card.
That is
of Glass One Open.
Exactly, and I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
If you're gonna do 2 feature cards, it's just the obvious way to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Totally. Paul still has the lead on the card. Eric's just one back of that, though. He's having a good round so far. And it's going to take us to hole 7, Corey. This one's a little different than most of the holes out here today.
Yeah, this is I like very out of character for the rest of the course,
Yeah.
but I like it. It's in between two really long holes, and it's just a network of trees that you're trying to navigate. 230 feet. There's like 3 kind of lines that you can choose from.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of this forehand off to that left side and hope it skips. That didn't quite skip Ian.
Stayed in bounds, though, at least.
Stayed in bounds, and he's got a putt, but definitely not the one he's looking for.
Emac throwing the Lucid Defender.
Oh, sawed it off a little. Oh, nice. Good finish.
Yeah, that'll play.
Finish clean.
Kale going to take this, I believe, a kind of soft Annie line.
I've seen a few folks throw it. It's just so touchy.
It is, isn't it, man?
Wow, okay.
Those are 4 really good drives.
That is going to play 3
Or, sorry,
good drives.
3 good drives so far.
I feel like you were here today.
Maybe
Ian.
not. Maybe now it's 4.
All putting, man. And for 230 feet, it plays tough. Oh, good putt.
Dude, Cam, better of the pop putt, the push putt, man.
Dude, he makes it work, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does indeed do work. Paul McBeth,
Oh, great putt, Paul.
powered by Adidas. Emac with a nice 2. After a great drive, and Kale from just a little bit closer. Look at the little star frame here, Corey.
That's a great star frame. I think you're hard pressed to find. I don't think there's another star frame out there.
Yeah, someone's going to get unlucky.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, just one bad kick and you're not making any ground off the tee.
Yeah, absolutely. There are all those birdies, and we're on to hole 8 from a very short hole to a pretty long par 4.
Yeah, this is just open it up and crush
I
it.
feel like it's longer than 740, man.
It sure feels like it. It's too
Right?
full. I mean,
Yeah.
it's too full of crushes, you know?
Yeah.
OB down that right side the entire way as well as the left. And the fairway does slope from right to left. So you really want to hang it out right of this clump of trees that you're going to see off the tee.
Yeah.
You're going to start to flirt with that OB left if you saw it off a little bit.
Yeah, and pinches down at the green, too, on the...
Definitely. That should be noted. And that water comes up quick on your left side down by the green.
Paul crushing that Star Destroyer.
Shot,
That'll play.
safe.
You just want to be past those trees.
Exactly. It's pretty much the same shot whether you're, within 100 foot of that disc.
Emac throwing the Lucid Defender. It's a little tight, Corey.
Yeah, a little tight. No. And during the practice rounds, there is a marked OB there that wasn't in play for the tournament.
Yeah, they were originally going to be in. I think they revised it to take it out, which it makes a lot of sense.
I think that's a good decision.
I totally agree with that one. That is Kale ripping up that D2 again. And Cam is throwing the boss.
Man, letting it loose. That's just a full body throw right there.
He's got sneaky distance.
He does,
He
dude.
throws
He gets
far.
it out there.
He's hanging out with Paul, if not farther. Eric throwing a Lucid Defender again.
Yeah, it seems to be the shot. I mean, you just need something that you can really lay into and that will finish left.
Yeah, it's still a big shot.
No question.
Well done.
That was a great shot, man. Put himself right in position for the 2. Or for the 3, I should say.
Yep. Looks like Kale's going back to his D2 again. So you can see, like, they're throwing
Yeah, distance.
distance driver. It's big par 4.
Leaving a little short.
It is. McBeth is going destroyer as well. All the cool kids are doing it. Yeah, that might have been the FD3.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Todd.
Cool stamp on the disc.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is.
I like it.
Looks kind of T-birdy, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, something straight, that's for sure.
Yeah. Kale from just outside the circle.
Oh,
no.
stick in there.
Yeah, caught pro side. Just didn't want to hop in the bucket. Paul, little low ceiling straddle, awkward putt, Corey.
Very awkward. Through the trees. Oh, and in the basket.
Yeah, just snuck it over there.
That was good.
Well played. Emac to keep up with Paul.
Yeah, nice little spinner in there.
Yep. That's how he won that world championship, man. He was making everything from like 50, 60 in.
Man,
Just
that's so incredible.
straight fire. His spin putt is pretty unreal when it's on.
Yeah, when it's, I mean, that's like the classic thing with spin putt, right? When it's dialed, it is dialed, but sometimes it cannot be dialed.
Yep. There we go. Paul's still leading our card, 5 down. Emac, no slouch at 4. Cale and Cam Todd hanging around. Gonna take us to hole 9, Corey.
Yeah, hole 9, 365 feet. Cam actually whipped out the laser pointer.
He did, yep.
It's 395.
395, yeah.
So it is deceivingly long, mainly because the T sign does deceive you.
Yeah.
But OB all along that right side. It does open up a little bit down by the basket, so you're not really thinking about that OB too much as just getting it to stick right down next to that basket.
Is that T-Bird from Paul?
I believe it is. Yeah, I believe it's a Glow T-Bird.
Glow T-Bird 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doing work, gotten pretty close there, just a little bit short left, but that's a putt for Paul. Emac, he is going Lucid Defender.
Yeah, it looks like it again.
Yeah, he likes that disc.
Hey, whatever's comfortable, man.
You can see why he likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great shot.
Well done, sir. Cam Todd. He's going with that boss again. Playing on just a nice smooth hyzer.
Yeah, see, after that new intel of it being 395,
He
he
knows.
plays it nice.
Yeah, he sure does. He was busting that thing out a lot, dude.
I saw him during the practice round busting it out, too. I mean, very Sean Mercy-like, I'd say.
Yeah. Does he have one? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cale coming up a little short again. Going to have the longest putt. It looks like he's outside. A little weird with that tree right there, but he's got a window.
Oh, come on, hit it, Cale.
I know, right?
Oh,
Again.
wow.
Just a little bit short. Gave it a go, though. Good 2 from McBeast.
Yeah, he seems to be collecting them a lot now.
Yep. And we wired up the McBeast this round, Corey.
We did, man. He was
Yeah.
mic'd up, ready
Yeah.
for action. I can't wait to get that out for you guys.
That'll be a fun video.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's Emac making a nice putt again. Cam Todd's making this all day. Twice on Thursday.
I'm so glad that went in. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was hyzering pretty good there.
Yeah,
I was
right?
afraid it might slip through, but he got a good stick right there. The chains did their job. Everybody getting under par after that hole. Paul is 6 down after 9.
That will play, man. That is a man on a mission. That's a man that's maybe frustrated he's not on the feature cut.
Maybe a little bit. And not an easy course either.
No.
He's doing work. All right, guys. That's all I got for part 1. We'll catch you guys in part 2. Thanks for watching.